Hey Tyler, Scott Walker with Impact Lane SEO. We spoke on the phone just a few minutes ago, and I'm making this video to kind of show you what I'm looking at and maybe possibly how we can help you get more clientele for your upcoming season. So, for starters, I usually go over your website, then I'll look over Google Ads and also Google Business Profiles and see where we could possibly be lacking and where we can go from there. So, for starters, your website, there's just a couple generic things I would change just for looking at it. Black is not a good background for most of these, and it's just because some people can't read the black on white, so it's just or the white on black. Anyway, that's just a side product. But what I would also recommend for you is maybe a little bit more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. Throughout that content, I recommend being found for buyer intent keywords. And so for you, it might be, like a corn maze and a location, or Field of Fears, haunted house. Haunted house we could also add. But those are the types of buyer intent keywords with a location and a service. The other things you can do is if you save your alternate text. Maybe. Let's see. I don't think we have any images here. This is a link, so it's going to say on the homepage. But instead of it saying experiences, that could be a buyer intent keyword because it's embedded behind the flow for you as well. So I do use a tool called Ahrefs to show me your analytics and where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, and you want those continuously moving up while also balanced. You're currently at 4 and 12, and that's due to your referring pages and domains. And what those are backlinks. And what a backlink is when one website links to another website via a clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to stay relevant to your industry and location whenever possible. And it looks like you're being indexed for 232 keywords, and you're getting 215 people to your website on average per month. So that could be all in September and October, to be perfectly honest. But looking at some of these, I wanted to kind of show you the search volumes and how difficult it is to rank. Happy Pumpkin Corn Maze, that's your name. It says on average there's 150 searches just for it. I believe those would be mostly in September and October. So between those 2 months over the course of 12 months, 900, it could be 2,000 searches for your corn maze just by themselves each month then. But looking at some of these keywords, we don't see a lot of corn maze Ogden, Utah. There's on average, this is over the last 6 months, or last month. So there's not a lot of searches right now, but those are the types of buyer intent keywords that I'm talking about, like corn maze Ogden, corn maze. I know that when people are in suburbs of bigger cities like Ogden and Layton, that people tend to look for those areas. So it's okay that we would be trying to rank for an Ogden or Pumpkin Patch Ogden. That could be year round. But those are the types of buyer intent keywords that I usually try and go after. So I just did do corn maze Ogden, and it looks like you and Gibson's Green Acres are the top two for this area, but it says September 19th to the 30th. And so one thing that I would recommend, if this is something that you're trying to get more people to go to you guys sooner, or when the season arrives, is possibly running Google Ads. And then when your search terms pop open, you could have a Google ad up top, and then there's a cost per click involved with them. Now, for starters, this is just corn maze and scary corn maze. I guess here I'll add pumpkin patch real quick. So there's a few things that, like haunted house, you were talking about wanting to be found for those. Haunted house, I don't know why it'd be doubled, but those are, for your Field of Fears. We might have an ad for it instead of trying to do SEO, because it's just, there's not a lot of haunted house searches that have a location attached with them. But if you do cornfield maze, then we could be popping up, and this is for Davis and Weaver County, just FYI. So literally on average there's thousands, and in October there's 8,000 searches in the area that month for just this one keyword, and another 8,000 here. So we could be getting in front of a lot of people doing this way, and then it's only a couple of months, and it's not ongoing SEO. It's like an on-off switch for you. But then usually, I did corn maze Ogden and Green Acres Farm, I think it's because they're actually in Ogden, Utah, is the only one that shows up for your Google Business Profile. You do have a lot of reviews. You have pretty good reviews on yours as well. But as for SEO, like, there might not be the best, like, SEO might not be your best one. It might be a cost per click campaign. But looking at their website right here, they have a little bit more content, not really too much. So when you have more content, better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks and citations, you could start to outrank these guys. And I just did Layton, Ogden, and Weber County just because those are kind of them. But for corn mazes, there's just not a lot of searches right now. We can go back and look at some of them, but honestly, I think the best thing that you could do is either some social media type of like management to post things, or running Google Ads and then running with a promotion where if you bring 4 people, you get 25% off the group or something like that, so that you want to bring more people and then give them a discount, or like refer somebody and they could get a discount as well. That's kind of where I'm thinking, but at the same time, I don't know the exact goal for you, so let's talk a little bit more about it, and we'll go from there. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.